What's up, internet? Today I got a special project for you guys. I know in my last video I made the $35 cheapest Gameboy Zero out there. Fully functional X LNR 4-button PCB, only $8 from Tinkerboy. And Tinkerboy was nice enough to send me another PCB. Today we got the PCB with audio, because you got to remember the $35 Gameboy Zero did not have audio. Audio a little bit pricier and a little bit more. So we got the $27 PCB right here from Tinkerboy. He was kind enough to send me one, www.tinkerboy.xyz. It has audio right here. And the lovely PCB, super easy to make. It's going to be a one-day project, really fun weekend project. This one had, what I like about his PCBs compared to other ones is that it has the LNR right here on the PCB. So you don't have to solder it directly to your Raspberry Pi Zero, right? So, $27. He's based in the Philippines. He has a great website. Check it out. A lot of great easy stuff. He has almost all the products right there on the website, so you guys it's easy accessible. Order everything. Raspberry Pi Zero, $5 from Adafruit. We got the gearbest power supply, very cheap if you get it on AliExpress, maybe like $1. LNR buttons right here. I got a whole bag of these for $1. I got this Game Boy Red clear case off eBay for only $5, you guys. Comes with the screen, all the buttons and stuff. The guts you got to get yourself individually, about $1. Got another extra one right here. The power switch, right? Got a whole bag of these for only $1 off AliExpress. The sound and a power switch, $1. This is probably one of the most expensive. If you guys are really ready to invest in this, this is just the screen put on this. About $7. $5 to $7. I forgot. Maybe $4. I'll check. It'll link in description in the details section. You need power. You need a little wiring, of course, right? The screen, you guys. The screen. I got this on Amazon. About $15. You'll also need soldering iron. And, if possible, glue gun. If not, lots of other glue somehow. Tape. And last but not least, you guys, this is optional, but Kapton tape. It's anti-static stuff so the thing doesn't explode. And, of course, I forgot a battery, right? I use a cheap battery off the phone I used and did some stuff. Don't recommend that at all. But, hey, I'm not made out of money. So, let's get this project started, you guys. Alright, you guys. So, I got all the wires snipped and ready to go to solder onto here. And it's a total of 21 wires. So, I did all pre-wired. So, you get a 21 for the Raspberry Pi and for the audio and for the power and the wires, for everything. I counted, I'm pretty sure, 21. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start to solder these according to the images on Tinkerboy's website, www.tinkerboy.xyz. No com, just XYZ. So I'm going to solder just according to what he does. He has two diagrams, one for your Raspberry Pi and then one for the power and audio, right? So let's start with the Raspberry Pi solder. I'm just going to solder all the wires first. Alright, you guys. So as you guys can see, I got everything soldered in on the board. A total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12... Let me count before I start over. 2, 5, 9, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. Let's see how many I got here. 12, 2, 2, 4, 5, 8, 13. Alright, you guys, so as you guys can see, I got everything soldered in onto the board, that is, and that's a total of 27 solder points. The power, the speaker, volume wheel, power to the board, and buttons, And you have to solder this one point together to use the audio. So I'm going to do that right now for you guys. It's just a simple little soldering right about that, like that. Put a little bit of solder and connect the 2 points. Boom, just like that. Let's see if you guys can see that. It's just connected, and that's what you got to do for when you're attaching a speaker. It's kind of like a resistor. So, yeah. Next step is going to be soldering the components now. Wheel, battery. Let me move this out of the way. Wheel, battery, board, speaker, buttons, L and R buttons. Let me show you guys. Power switch. And of course, the screen. Let's get into it. Alright, you guys, so the next step I'm going to do is going to solder in the speaker, solder in the pads, stuff onto here, onto the Raspberry Pi, and then on the pad. So before I forget, we have to hook up the L and R buttons. So you're going to need 2 wires to do that. You're going to need a ground, and let's do it. So these are kind of easy to do. They're oriented like this, and so you have to make sure that you're hooking up the ground, bottom. You guys will figure it out. So the ground is, I'm going to make this one the ground and this one the ground, and these are the active ones, right? And you just got to hook them up to the board accordingly, just like there, and the ground right there. Okay, let's do this. All right, you guys, so as you guys can see, majority of everything is hooked up to the Raspberry Pi. I got the volume wheel right here, the speaker. So now I gotta hook up the power and the screen. Let's get on to that. So this is a close-up, you guys, of the screen. So we have to do a little bit of modification. So we're gonna have to solder from here, the power, the red one, to the second to the top, second to the bottom right for you guys actually, but to me it's the top left. But it's this one right here. And this is on the pseudo mod, but you guys can follow this way too. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of solder to this. A little tricky. Don't connect the 2 like I did. So let's make sure to wipe the solder pad. A little bit more solder. There's one. I'm just going to connect this right over here. Just like that. Cool. As easy as that. So you have to modify the screen when you buy it. And just those 2 points right there, as you guys can see. So connected right there. Just like that. Alright, let's get going. More soldering. Alright, so once you hook up the screen, I haven't yet hooked up the power to this yet, nor the battery. But what you can do is you can test out if you've done it right. So I'm going to plug the Raspberry Pi, and plug it up, and see if it works. And when you first plug it in, it's going to take some time for it to boot. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is just test out the Raspberry Pi to see if it works. To see if it works. And see a little light. There we go, you guys. Woo, we got action. Nice. So, working. A little bit staticky. Yeah. All right. So, we got it to work. All right. So now I'm gonna disconnect this. And oh, did you guys hear that? The speaker worked too. Awesome. Okay. So, since that's worked, now we can plug in the power. Let's do that. All right, you guys. So we're gonna hook up the power now. Good gearbest right here. What I also did was I desoldered the main USB thing. You don't really need to do that. It's just so you can fit it in a certain place for cosmetic wise. All right, you guys. So everything is soldered and hooked up, from the battery, the power boost, Pi, the board, the screen. Now we gotta see if it turns on. So there is no there's only a battery. I didn't hook up anything. Let's flip the switch. Light, green light. Oh, it's on! All right, you guys. Now let's go to the case. Let's do this. Woo! We did it. All right, you guys. So here comes the case modification. It's going to require to remove everything above here and that little thing right there, and then we're going to put some little holes once I get the little template. Alright, so in order to get the template to drill the holes within the Game Boy, I'm going to use a really clear little thing and draw the template right here. Kind of get all that, and I like to do a little X to know where to drill, right? And not just that, you also want to get the other holes too, right, like that. So I'm going to make a couple more just in case, and you guys will see the final product. So what I'm going to do, you guys, so what I did, you guys, was I'm making the template to drill the holes into the case. So what I'm doing is that I am taking a Sharpie and a clear, this is a very clear piece of plastic, and I'm drawing these holes, right? Drawing the holes, and also getting the holes on the side too, just to make sure to know where to drill, right? So all these have to line up. And then I'm going to put this on the Game Boy, and I'm just going to use my template to drill the holes. I used an online template and it didn't fit, and it wasn't the right one, so whatever. But hey, let's go. So I use this template. I'm going to tape it on. And we're going to drill some holes. Alright, you guys, so the best part of this build is now to put it all together. I got the cases, the holes drilled here, I got the hole drilled here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to put super glue and yeah, just hook everything up together. So let's get it started.
ちはガラスの方なんかいます。そこから連動してるの。多分ね。7番はいそうです。もういやもうポカンとか。7番あってうわちょっと待っていや何や硬いつやビビってるからねビビってるからもう1番あこれ怖いなあいや怖いでもほんまにそのまま浜田免許証いけるでしょいや、いけると思うで、20代ね、あれパッと出しても、ほんまにいけると思う。さすがにもう、そんな、いい感じの、ちょっと後ろが出てきたら、もう警官も、もうパッてこう、ライト出て、お疲れ様です。夜中のトンネル抜けたところで、はい、そんなところからもう全然ちょっとすいません、あれでまあ浜田顔させて、はい、でまあ一応免許の確認はせなあかんっていうのがもうあるともうあれポンとされたってもう全然おかしいご苦労様に言うわけですよ。貴重なリンクした。はい。うわ、ほんまや。ちょっと待ってください。すっげえ。浜田さん。とりあえずこれさせる。トントントントンってきてるわ。すごいな。 のこんなんなんで。いや、外してあげてよ。いや、今ね、ここ取ったんですけど、無理です。こんなん無理ですってことじゃん。もう、音せんようにして、折るしかないっすよ。どんどん折るよ。帯地折りますよ、これ、どんどん。こうなるから。ちょっと見て、外。切れないし、時間かかるし、まとめさんを助けなあかんし。もう、喉を貸してたら。一番大事なのは喉。なんで汗だけかいてんの。増殖を続ける鬼たち。忍び寄る前と過激さを増すのがいます、この左に。
And there we go, you guys. We got a fully functional Gameboy Zero. Thank you to Tinkerboy. And, you know, with audio. So the first Game Boy that I made, Gameboy Zero I made, had no audio. $35. This one, I'd say about $50. $5 for the case, $5, $27 for the PCB. It has sound, as you guys heard it. $5 to $7 for all the, you know, miscellaneous stuff. Buttons, the power, the, you know, all that stuff. So, freaking awesome. This thing, and you guys remember this, the screen protector that I got was actually from this. It was from this thing, and I popped it off and I cut it off in the shape and I just put it on. So that was free. So you don't need to spend $5 to get one of those. Audio, all these pieces. You know, you can order them from AliExpress, but you just have to wait a little bit. You know, you have to wait like a little bit longer. But it's fine because you can get multiple pieces and you can build multiple Game Boy Zeros. My first Game Boy Zero, you know, I learned a lot from it, but it was a learning experience. How to solder, how to places to hook things up. But the second one, you know, it taught me so much that I can put this thing back together nice and perfect, and it's really flush. The spacing was all great, how to solder, everything. It just worked out so much better. So I recommend you guys going to tinkerboy.xyz, not com, but tinkerboy.xyz. He's based in the Philippines. He has everything in on his website, so you can order bulk and over there and just get it shipped to your place. And you know, you can have a full set. And his PCBs are the best. If you want to go cheap, $8 PCB. If you want to go expensive, all-in-one board for, I think he got a new one for $55. That's an awesome one. I'd love to build something like that. But he also has a simple PCB for $27 that, you know, it requires soldering, you know, but hey, it's a great deal. And this case I got, the clear translucent one, eBay for $5 from China, and buttons and everything. Oh, this is great. I can't wait to play with this thing, and you guys have fun, DIY people out there. Thank you for watching, and thanks for watching this one-day build of the Game Boy Zero. Catch you next time.